Hello. Yeah, the news has been very interesting these past couple of days. The mainstream newspapers, ever since Osama Bin Laden was supposedly killed, um, that's a different story. Um, my previous video talked about the fact that Osama, he's had many deaths, and this is just another one, except I think this is the last one because it's such a big deal and it's so official. But yeah, it was just the Psy-ops, and that's what I'm getting into now. Now, obviously, the circumstances around Osama's death are very suspicious. He was dumped at sea. There's no, there's nothing, you know. Anyway, I'm not going to get into all of that because I talked about that before, and there's tons and tons of stuff. And to be honest, I think very few people actually believe that the events around Obama. Sorry, I'm not the only one who does this. Everyone gets Obama and Osama mixed up. The circumstances around Osama's death are very suspicious. Okay, so anyway, the propaganda, the psyops that's been going on since, it just boggles my mind. Now, people have said, the sheeple have said that okay, well now Osama is dead. That's an end to all the terrorism. We can take our troops out of these countries, and that's the end. We're vindicated, yada yada yada. But no, no. This is the start of things, okay? Because immediately, and I could have told you this before, right? I am not the slightest bit surprised that this is happening, right? But you see this whole terrorism propaganda and all this fear mongering about terrorism, it's just been stirred up, okay? Because now the headlines read things such as, replacement Osama, like this new person in the place of Osama, much more fierce and terrifying, and all these plots and plans and all this intelligence now is coming about for all these like planned terrorist attacks. And the UK, I mean, I can only speak for the UK. The newspapers I have are in the UK, so that's where I live. The UK is on like high alert. There's been threats of nuclear attack on the UK. This is just in the past couple of days. Osama's only been dead 5 minutes. Well, according to the propaganda. Okay, so yeah, it's like total fear mongering, and it makes me laugh because people accuse some people on YouTube putting up videos and researching on particular things and maybe getting carried away, and people say, oh, that's fear mongering, that's fear mongering. Well, I'll tell you what, right? No one fear mongers like the mainstream. See, like the newspapers and the news and all the mainstream news, it's fear mongering all the way. But do you know what? There is a plan. Okay, there is a plan. You see, all this it's psyops. It's getting the public, it's getting the masses to believe that terrorism is even greater than it ever was, and it's like all this revenge, and there's hardly any truth in it. It really is propaganda, and it's to steer us. It's moving us towards acceptance of a new world order. We'll willingly give up more of our privacy, more of our rights, all in the name of terrorism and the war on terror. It's just what this has achieved. This killing of Osama, right? But put aside the fact whether he was killed that day or not, okay, but all it's achieved is it has brought this whole war on terror up a notch, right? So it's increased it, not decreased it, right? Not the terrorism, right, but the war on terror, the whole false ideology, okay? Now, you know, it's very obvious, okay, that America and Britain and France and, you know, various countries, they want to just invade the whole Middle East, you know? That will be next, you know? They'll be like, they just want justification and excuses to go and invade more countries in the Middle East, yeah, for its resources and for the big game plan, you know. So that's what it's all about. And I'll tell you something else as well. It's a great distraction, all this, you know. It's what everyone's thinking about, it's what everyone's reading about. It's all on the news. So I'll tell you, and I can tell you this for sure. While this is all going on, there's things going on in the world, right, that we're not paying attention to, because this is all what's occupying everyone's minds. And there's some crazy things going on, and there's some things going on that they don't want your attention to be on, alright, because they're far more real, okay. And actually that's what my next video is going to be about. Well, on just a couple of the things, okay. But hey, just a final thought before I go. May, we're in May. You just wait for May. I predict that there's going to be some things going down before May's finished. Alright, you wait till we get to the end of May and we look back on May. May's going to be a big month. We just started in May, but you wait and see. Alright, and I'll tell you what, the rest of 2011 is going to be eventful. I'll tell you that, especially like as we get to the latter end of the summer and into September, October, November. Hold your horses, okay, but you know, but we're in May right now, and wait till you see with May. Okay, anyway, that's just a final thought, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.